with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. The drive by Tatum. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And here's Caruso outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And the focus of both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
Now here's White. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And finished off by Tatum.
Don't sleep on Jason Tatum's athleticism. This guy attacks the basket with ferocity.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Back to Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Holmgren. Fades and shoots. Tatum pulls it in.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility of both ends, and Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Tatum with a screen. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
To the left wing. 3-pointer. And it's Holmgren missing. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Back to Porzingis. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. On the attack, Green.
Wants to jam it with authority. Just a terrific athlete.
Mobley. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the 2nd round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Gets the three to fall.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry...
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
On the wing, Green. Curry looking it over. Over Garland. Mobley grabs the board.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
They grab their own miss. Takes the three. Curry's shot is off. Here's Allen. The Warriors pull it in. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. And it's Butler with the jam.
Watch your head, Jimmy Butler in the house.
Here's Mitchell. Can't get it to fall. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. The kick out, Curry. Fires from deep. Doesn't go for him. Double team on Mitchell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Mobley gets it to go.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
Now here's Butler. Here's Curry. Good. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Garland with the ball. Jackson Davis picks him up. Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. From deep. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Marksman.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say turn into successful coaches.
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
Now here's Green. Outside Hunter. 4-3. And Cleveland another 3.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
With the teardrop. The kick out, Curry. Healed from outside. Drains the triple.
Boy, how about the release? I mean, no sooner does that ball hit his hands than he rises and fires. Buddy Hield doing what he's paid for.
Here's Jerome. Outside Hunter. Lets it fly. Warriors with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Mobley with it. Now guarded by Butler. Mobley, no good. The Warriors lead by 6. The 3 from Curry. Launches a 3. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 20.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Jerome, that's good.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Inside. Draymond. Shot is good.
Now, Jimmy Butler is an unselfish teammate. This guy loves to get his teammates involved. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Pass to Podziemski. There's the triple. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Cavaliers trail by 6. To the inside. Allen. The rebound by Post. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to Strus. Off the mark there with a 3. The Warriors lead by 8. To the paint. Payton's shot is good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Now here's Podziemski. Pass to Post. There's the 3. And he buries his first. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. Misses from short range. 3-pointer. Curry with the big motor. Finishes in transition.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Now here's Strus. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Strus has gotten his second bucket. The Warriors lead by 10. Outside Curry. Lets it go. And again, it's Golden State.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Here's Mitchell. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And here comes Cleveland. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jarrett Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
The BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
They get it back. Jackson Davis with the bucket. Jackson Davis has gotten his first points in this one.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Now here's Curry. He's got 27. Takes a 3. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game.
To the middle. Here's Allen.
It's a perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Garland, no good.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Offensive rebound. Left side, Payton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Jackson Davis. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And the shot is good by Garland.
So hard to stay with off the bounce. Darius Garland, such a nice collection of pull-ups, floaters, you name it.
Kuminga! The determination to get to the bucket. And it's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. It's a 14-point game. Outside Strus. And the basket's good off the assist from Garland.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside Podziemski. The offensive rebound. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. For that alley. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Counted from distance.
He will be unguardable if he starts making shots consistently from this distance. Turn the lights out.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Green. Jacks up a three. Looney, the screen. To the paint. Looney shrugging off the contact.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Now Mitchell. And he lays it up and in. Mitchell's got 19 points.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Substitution on the court.
The Cavaliers trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Garland for three. That one is off.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And Butler inside.
Now, Jimmy Butler playing with aggression right now. Boy, if he touches the paint, he is thinking score.
Here's Mitchell. And that one
On offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Curry, that's good. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
But Curry can finish left, right, quick. He can quick shoot you, get you off your feet. This guy's so good on the inside. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
The three ball. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
Mobley on a screen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Warriors.
And a big part of their success was the second chance buckets they secured tonight.
Yeah, it's just proof that being aggressive on the of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Post. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Golden